They say the world did not fall because men became weak. It fell because truth fell asleep. And when truth sleeps, something else wears her crown. They called it falsehood. Not a lie you tell, but a spirit that bends sight, twists thought, and feeds on silence. Tonight we open the oldest war. Not armies, not nations. Aletheia against Sebdos. Apollo's light against the dream that devours worlds. The muses against the sleep of mankind. If you can't feel the stakes yet, look outside. Noise without meaning, motion without aim, faces lit by blue fire while hearts turn to stone. Heraclitus said it simply. All things move. Plato answered. But not all movement is awake. The ancients didn't treat truth like a concept. They treated her like a presence. Truth in ancient Greek literally meant unforgetting, the lifting of the veil, the return of what was hidden. When she walked into a room, the world straightened. Voices lowered, masks fell. Truth reveals by removing. No decoration, no performance, just the thing itself. Seen. They swore that where truth stands, Zeus recognizes his own law and Apollo tunes his lyre to it. Because truth is not your opinion aligned with facts. Truth is cosmic order waking up inside you. But the gods warned of another force. Falsehood is not the opposite of truth. It is truth's imitation. It copies her light with a colder shine. It mimics her rhythm with a catchier beat. It speaks faster, smiles wider, and promises what truth never does. Ease without assent. Falsehood puts the soul to sleep not by darkness, but by overexposure. Too many lights, too many voices, too many reasons to stop listening inward. The senses drown, the mind drifts, the inner temple empties. The priests named this condition the sleep of the soul, not rest, suspension, a life moving without an inner witness. The elders taught, there is a law above all laws. If the word is true, it creates. If the word is false, it consumes. Zeus does not father falsehood. He does not bless speeches that fracture reality. When a city lets falsehood rule its tongues, storms answer. When a person does, their fate follows. Opportunities rot in their hands, songs sour in their throat. Love becomes strategy, and strategy becomes war. Truth is expensive. Falsehood is cheap. The world is full of bargain gods. Apollo is more than light. He is clarity, physician of the psyche, archer of exactness. He teaches a cruel kindness. If your life keeps breaking in the same places, it is not bad luck. It is bad alignment. Truth heals by exposure. The wound hates her at first. Then it remembers it always wanted air. Falsehood sedates by flattery. The pain loves him at first. Then it wakes up deeper. Choose your doctor. Heraclitus again. All things move. The Greeks added a terrifying corollary. So can lies. Falsehood is emotion that looks like life. It mimics growth, but never grows roots. It multiplies headlines, metrics, cravings. It thrives in the realm of sense without center. That is why myth says falsehood stalks through dream. Not the sacred dream that speaks from the deep. The other kind. The endless scroll. The half sleep where you don't choose, you drift. When a people live there long enough, they forget the weight of the real. Then anything can be sold, even their own past. When the war reaches this point, the gods send memory. The muses are not entertainers. They are the 9 angles by which memory becomes music again. They return rhythm to thought and measure to desire. They braid noose motion and rhythm until meaning reappears. Stand where their song is clean. Temples, forests at dawn, books that cost someone blood, and you will feel the click. That is truth returning. That is unforgetting. Falsehood hates that sound. It prefers crowds to choirs, noise to notes, charisma to cadence, because a tuned soul cannot be ruled. The ancients trained 4 blades against the usurper. Silence. Truth begins where your voice stops rushing to defend the lie you live by. Rhythm. Put your body back into measure. Breath, work, rest, speech, and your mind will follow. Disorder cannot inhabit a measured home. Witness. Drag thoughts into daylight. Name them. Falsehood dissolves when you watch it without bargaining. Vow not to be perfect, to be aligned. Small exact promises kept daily are Apollo's arrows. Truth is attracted to clean edges. The gods judge speech by one question. Does this word bind reality or break it? A lie fractures the bond between inner and outer. Say enough of them, and your own parts stop trusting each other. Mind suspects heart, heart suspects body, body suspects will. That is the sleep of the soul, a house where every room locks its door. Freedom is not saying whatever you want. Freedom is being so whole that whatever you say reinforces the whole. Speak only words your actions can carry. Let the rest die unborn. Plato warned, a civilization that mocks truth invites tyrants. Because when people cannot agree on the real, they beg for a fist to decide it. But the same philosopher whispered a worse prophecy and a better promise. He said the soul can wake mid-fall. Sometimes the turning begins with a humiliation you didn't see coming. The false life collapses. The mask you built with such care cracks in public. You touch ground, the honest kind, and for the first time in years you stop moving. Do not run. Do not rebuild the old lie. Wait until the silence is complete. That is when truth arrives. She never enters a crowded room. Now watch what changes when truth takes the field. Sight sharpens. You do less and accomplish more. You speak less and say more. You want less and feel richer. The same day that used to blur with distractions now has a spine. The people who feed on falsehood will tell you you've become hard. They mean you've become exact. Keep going. Falsehood falls not to outrage but to precision. Every exact act is a small temple rebuilt. Every exact no is a gate you refuse the usurper. Do this long enough, and your life starts to make a sound again. The old music, the lawful song, the one the muses guarded for you while you slept. You stop confusing novelty for change. You can feel the difference between inspiration and stimulation. You measure time by creation, not consumption. You lose the taste for gossip because your mouth prefers bread. You feel a stern kindness toward yourself. You would rather be cut by truth than hugged by a lie. The gods nod. They have seen this posture before. It is the stance of the ones they can trust. There is a throne inside every human. Most leave it empty. Falsehood loves empty thrones. It sits there and uses your mouth. When truth returns, she does not arrive with trumpets. She arrives with authority. You will know she has sat when your life becomes coherent. The elements line up. Earth steadies. Water obeys. Air clears. Fire stops flailing and starts pointing. From that day, your fate changes species. You are no longer a statistic. You are a law in motion. Falsehood will try once more. It will offer speed. It will offer applause. It will offer a softer path around the hard mountain. Answer aloud, I choose the mountain. Let the world keep its stage. I will keep my altar. Let them chase horizons that move when you approach. I will stand where the center does not. If I must lose something, let it be the mask. If I must suffer something, let it be the heat that welds me whole. If I must die, let me die awake. This is how mortals end wars with gods. Not by shouting at the sky, by becoming the kind of silence that truth loves. Stand. Breathe once. Place your palm on your chest and feel the old drum begin to answer. Speak the vow the ancients carved on their own bones. I renounce the sleep of the soul. I bind my speech to the real. I tune my days to the law of rhythm. I welcome the light that exposes and heals. I remember the name of truth. When you open your eyes, the world will still be loud, but not in you. Truth has taken her throne. Falsehood has lost a kingdom, and the gods, the real ones, have one more place on earth where they can speak.